Hey there, Saki here from Saki Tech, and in today's video we will do a full comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus versus the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. The Note 10 was released in August 2019 while the S10 was released in March 2019, so they're not that far apart as far as release date is concerned. And of course, naturally people are asking questions, which one is the better smartphone? If I'm in the market to buy the S10 Plus or the Note 10 Plus, which one should I buy? An especially common question is, if I own the S10 Plus, do I upgrade to the Note 10 Plus? So in this video, I'll answer those questions directly by doing a full and complete comparison of every aspect of these smartphones. In the end, we will tie everything together in a conclusion to give you precise answers you're looking for. So let's get started by taking a look at the build and design. Now before we dive in, if you find my videos useful, make sure to click that subscribe button and also make sure to click that bell icon on the side to get notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, make sure to follow me on all at SakiTech Online, also for the latest updates. Alright, let's dive in. Both of these smartphones follow a similar build. They use Gorilla Glass 6 for the front display and for the back panel, while an aluminum band secures the edges. It's a tried and true formula, and the final result is a solid build and $1 million in-hand feel. Now when it comes to the actual design, we do have some differences on the front. The S10 rocks a large and tall display with a pill-shaped cutout on the top right that does house two cameras. While the Note 10 offers a single hole cutout in the top middle, it houses only one camera. Both orientations are perfectly fine, and I'm glad they are different, which differentiates the two models. In a few minutes, I'll play videos on both smartphones to give you a side-by-side experience on how movies and games look and feel on either smartphone. But let me quickly talk about some other features. Both smartphones are IP68 grade water resistant, which means they can easily withstand water splashes, rain, and dust. That's just fantastic. They both have stereo speakers, including Dolby Atmos sound. As a result, both phones will produce loud and rich sound, which is great for watching videos, playing games, or listening to music without headphones. If you do desire a headphone jack, it is the S10 that comes through, while the Note 10 disappoints in this respect, making it the first Samsung flagship to say goodbye to the 3.5 jack. So as you can see, so far we both have equally valuable smartphones built with quality, designed expertly, and loaded with useful features. However, the S10 does have the advantage of the 3.5mm jack. Now let's move on and talk about the processor, memory, and storage. The Galaxy Note 10 sports a Snapdragon 855 processor, offers 12 GB of base RAM with 256 GB of base storage. The S10 has a Snapdragon 855 processor as well and offers 8 GB of RAM standard, whether you get the 128 GB model or the 512 GB model. You do have the option to go nuts and do get a 1 TB ceramic Galaxy S10 that does have 12 GB of RAM. Both smartphones also offer microSD expansion to add even more storage if required, an option that still stands to please a lot of people. Because both smartphones rock the same processor, obviously they will have similar performance for gaming or work or other daily tasks. Note 10 does have the advantage for two reasons. It has higher base storage and higher base RAM. Now let's move on and talk about dimensions. Now dimensions is not a very important category, but as you can see them side by side, you will see that the S10 does offer a slimmer and smaller profile, which could mean for some people easier handling. But like I said, not a big deal. A lot of people don't care about this too much, so let's move on and talk about the actual display. The Note 10 Plus has a gorgeous 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a resolution of 3040 by 1440 and 498 pixels per inches. It also supports HDR10+. The S10 also has the same gorgeous display. It is 6.4 inches, dynamic AMOLED, resolution 3040 by 1440 and 522 pixels per inches. It also supports HDR10+. When it comes to the quality of these displays, they both offer a top-notch display experience. Just look at how crisp and clear they are. They both have a punch hole cutout. However, I do prefer the smaller cut on the Note 10, though it's not a big deal. The only real difference worth considering here is whether or not you prefer the larger 6.8-inch display or are you perfectly fine with the 6.4-inch display. Otherwise, the quality, sharpness, and color accuracy on both phones is identical. Now let's move on to the software experience. Both smartphones run on the latest version of Android with the new One UI overlay, so essentially the software experience is going to be identical on both smartphones. Both have the new and cool night mode, which gives you a dark, easy on the eyes theme. Both have the latest Android Pie features, and both have all the Samsung specific perks like the fully customizable edge panels that offer a bunch of very useful side screen widgets such as calculators, compass, weather, and much more, and they're all customizable. However, the Note 10 does have a hidden weapon that the S10 simply cannot replicate, and that is the S Pen. S Pen is a multifunctional tool that brings a new dimension of functionality to the Note 10. It allows for precision writing, precision sketching, and precision drawing if you so desire. You can create masterpieces if you have the skill and patience right on your Note 10. You can also navigate your smartphone with the S Pen, which is cool, and you do get access to the special Air Command menu that gives you additional software features not present on any other smartphone, let alone the S10. The S Pen, of course, is going to play a major role in deciding between the S10 and the Note 10. We will tie this up in a conclusion very soon, but let's quickly talk about the camera. Note 10 has quad rear cameras. There are 4 cameras, while the S10 has triple rear cameras. So let's be precise with this. The first 3 cameras on both phones are identical. I'm talking about the 12 megapixel standard angle camera, the 12 megapixel telephoto camera, and the 16 megapixels super wide angle camera. Those 3 cameras on both phones are identical. The only extra the Note 10 Plus has is the 4th 3D depth camera. And the only benefit of that extra camera is the enhanced background blur effects that you can add to your videos. It brings the bokeh effect to the video. Other than that, both of these phones produce identical quality images and videos, with the Note 10 offering minor software-based enhancements that would take a scientist to discern. S10 also offers dual front-facing cameras, while the Note 10 offers a single front-facing camera, and honestly, this is not a big deal because you'll be able to take selfies or perform video calls on both smartphones with no problems. Now, when it comes to the video recording, both phones can record in 4K or 1080p, both at 30 or 60 frames per second. They also have super slow motion recording at 960 frames per second. Mostly the video quality is the same, although the Note 10 Plus does offer slightly enhanced super steady video recording. So to summarize, this category should not be a factor in deciding between the 2 smartphones, since they are both high-end flagship cameras that are 95% identical for most photo and video purposes. Now let's move on and talk about the battery and battery related features. The Note 10 Plus has a 4300 mAh battery, while the S10 Plus has a battery capacity of 4100 mAh. And that's it. There is a 200 mAh of extra battery capacity on the Note 10 Plus, which might get you 15 to 30 minutes of extra battery life for everyday use. What is a big deal is the fact that the Note 10 Plus does have faster wired and faster wireless charging. The Note 10 Plus comes with a 25-watt charger in the box, which can charge your Note 10 from 0 to 100 within 1 hour and 10 minutes, or within that ballpark. The S10 Plus comes with a 15-watt charger with a 0 to 100 rating for 1 hour and 35 minutes. Additionally, the Note 10 Plus does support 45-watt ultra-fast charging for even faster charging times. The Note 10 Plus also offers faster 15-watt wireless charging, while the S10 Plus is capped at 12 watts. Both phones offer the wireless power share feature, which will allow you to charge other wireless charging enabled devices on the back of your Note or as smartphone. And the wireless power share on the Note 10 is, again, faster than the one on the S10. So while the battery life is almost identical on both phones with minor variations, in the charging speed department, the Note 10 wins complete. Now let's talk about biometrics and security. So both the Note 10 Plus and the Galaxy S10 Plus offer the same exact biometric options, which is the in-display fingerprint sensor. It works fast and flawlessly, and they are both ultrasonic 3D sensors for maximum security. You can also use the face unlock on either smartphone, not as secure as the fingerprint sensor, but still an available option. So they are equal in this category. let's talk about pricing. The S10 Plus officially starts at $1,000 while the Note 10 starts at $1,100. However, the S10 Plus is constantly on sale and can be acquired anywhere between $750 to $850. So the price is certainly a big consideration for people who are first-time buyers trying to decide between the two. Now let's move on and tie everything together and draw a conclusion on what to do. Alright, so how do we draw a conclusion? Very simple. Let's see what the real advantages the Note 10 Plus offers over the S10 Plus. Basically, the Note 10 has the S Pen, which is the main attraction. It also has faster wired and wireless charging, has a base RAM of 12 gigabytes as opposed to S10's 8 gigabytes, and also has a base 256 gigabyte storage as opposed to S10's 128 gigabytes. But one thing that's not an advantage is, as we have mentioned, it also has a higher price tag. On the flip side, the S10 Plus does have a single advantage over the Note 10 Plus as well. It does have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which might be a big deal for some people. Now, everything else on these smartphones is virtually identical. The camera quality, the stereo speakers, the build quality, the overall design language with minor variations, the performance and software utility, it's all the same. So if you're an S10 owner, should you upgrade? That's the first question. The answer is no for most people. S10 Plus is the S-line flagship right now, and generally speaking is just as good as the Note 10 Plus, but lacks the S Pen. Next big question is, if you're in the market to choose between the Note 10 and the S10, which one do you buy? Seeing as how the S10 can be acquired $400 to $300 cheaper, I would say most people should get the S10. However, if you want the S Pen utility and a few advantages the Note 10 does offer, such as faster charging, then you must get the Note 10 for personal satisfaction. The choice all comes down to how much craving you have for that S Pen, which is the staple of the Note lineup. Otherwise, honestly, a Note 10 Plus is just an S10 with an S Pen. And that brings us to the end. Let me know down below what you think, what you did. Did you choose the S10 or the Note 10 Plus? Did you upgrade? Let me know down below. And for now, guys, have a fantastic day, alright? Alright, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to Saki Tech by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at Saki Tech Online to get the latest updates as well. Alright, have a fantastic day.